In the beginning, he just happened to be in Changbai Mountain and found a beautiful girl in the home of the medicine farmer he cooperated with. So, with the purpose of having fun, he captured her with rhetoric and had a few shots. But he didn't expect that the girl was pregnant. What was even more unexpected was that he clearly refused her request to get married, and then left the village at the foot of Changbai Mountain, and never visited again, but the woman just gritted her teeth and gave birth to the child alone. When he learned of Liang's existence, the wife of Yang Zheng had been arguing with him for a long time, and made Wei's chickens and dogs restless. At that moment, he had been full of disgust for Liang before he met him. Yang Zheng himself is an extremely selfish person. He has several illegitimate children outside, but he doesn't want to take them back. Because in his opinion, those illegitimate children were born because their mothers did not know themselves, let alone a little credibility. Everyone is just playing on the spot. If you are pregnant, you should get rid of it. What the HLL is it when it is born? Therefore, this is also the fundamental reason why he always hates Liang. If it hadn't been for his father to hear that there was a grandson living out and forced him to take him back, he would never want to see the wild species born by this rural woman. Now, even if Liang made great contributions, he would not be able to hand the Wei family's business into his hands. Is he not a shish, T? However, Yang Zheng did not reveal the slander and uncomfortableness in his heart. He just wanted to quickly send Fredman away, the plague god. So Yang Zheng respectfully said to Charlie, "Mr. Wade, please help Fredman." Fredman also looked at Charlie bitterly. He called him grandfather and apologized. Wasn't it just to cure his illness? Otherwise, how could he endure and not get angry yet? Charlie smiled playfully and said to Fredman, "Come on, I'll give you a pulse number." Fredman hurriedly stretched out his wrist. Charlie pretended to signal his pulse, and said, "This is because your body itself is going through blood stasis, the downward movement is not smooth, and you also took the medicine that promotes liver fire and kidney fire, which caused the accumulation of efficacy and caused ulceration, so it's absolutely impossible to cure it simply by anti-inflammatory." Fredman felt very reasonable, and hurriedly asked, "Mr. Wade, how can you treat my disease?" Charlie smiled slightly and said, "I need to make a bowl of medicinal soup with 18 traditional medicines for your disease." As he said, he waved his hand. "Get a pen, I'll give you a prescription." Fredman got excited immediately and blurted out, "Great, great. Thank you, Mr. Wade." After speaking, he hurriedly asked Yang Zheng for paper and pen, and handed them to Charlie respectfully. Charlie scribbled the most bitter traditional medicine with 18 flavors, and prescribed a large dose. Just this nonsense prescription. If he drinks a sip of the boiled medicine, it is estimated that the tongue will be bitter for 3 months and no other taste can be tasted. After the prescription was written, Charlie directly handed it to Yang Zheng and said, "Your Wei family is a pharmaceutical company. It should be easy to get this medicine for you?" Yang Zheng took a hurried look and saw that the medicinal materials above are relatively common, so he nodded and said, "All of these are available. I have them at home. I'll let people get them." After that, he called a servant, handed him the prescription, and said coldly, "Go grab the medicine." "Okay, Lord." The servant hurried to grab the medicine according to the prescription, but Fredman trembled with excitement, and blurted out, "Mr. Wade, can this medicine be made really? Can it be done by boiling it in water and drinking it?" Charlie nodded, and said unpredictably, "It can be good or it cannot be good, but this medicine still lacks a drug primer." "Medicinal primer?" Fredman asked hurriedly, "What do I need to use to make medicinal primer?" "Tell me, I will send someone to prepare." Charlie smiled and said, "You have a large amount of blood and qi, you need to use human urine as a medicine.